Good day, I'm Marshall the Scent Addict. Thank you so much for being here today on YouTube. Before we get started, please like the video. Subscribe, ring the bell, do everything you need to do so you don't miss anything. You're here, I don't want to lose you. Take this opportunity, click a couple buttons. I'll make it worth your while. Today we're continuing our look at the House of Moudon, one of my favorite up-and-coming fragrance houses. Specifically, we'll be talking about Seductive. Everybody wants to smell seductive, don't they? I know I do. But will Seductive have you smelling seductive? That is the question, and I have an answer for you. Stick around, I'll be right back and let you know. Welcome back. Seductive is one of 9 new fragrances that Moudon just released. It's also one of 6 in the Noir collection. The Noir collection all come in the glass bottles with the silver sticker, gold trim, notes on bottle. It has the name of the House Moudon embossed at the bottom of the bottle. It looks very nice. And of course it has the dark fluid. Be super careful when spraying dark fluid on you, especially if you're wearing light colored clothing. It might stain. Before we dive into this scent, let's take a look at presentation. This is the box.
What was in the box?
What's in the box?
What was in the box?
Inside we have tissue paper with the gold Moudon logo. Behind the tissue we have the bottle, which sits in a hard foam casing. Keeps the bottle safe and it looks very nice. It's eye-catching presentation. If you're the type of person that keeps your fragrances stored in the box, these boxes look very nice up on the shelf. Moudon doesn't skimp on presentation. You got the logo on top of the cap. Let's check out the atomizer. Good atomizer. It shoots far, it shoots wide. This is the part of the video where my eyes go wide and I say, man, that's a strong fragrance. And 4 out of the 6 fragrances in the Noir collection are really strong fragrances. We've talked about Ecstasy. That's the lightest out of the 6. That's got a kind of a clean skin scent thing going. It's not pungent, it's not heavy-handed. It's one that you can wear year-round. And Seductive is the second lightest fragrance out of the bunch. Though I will say this fragrance is far more pungent than Ecstasy. This has a lot of character to it. But again, is it seductive? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's look at the notes. First of all, it's categorized as an oriental, floral, ambery fragrance. And I agree with that. That's pretty spot on. Top notes are bergamot, neroli, and marshmallow. Heart notes, iris, jasmine, orange blossom, rose, honeysuckle, coriander, and pink pepper. A lot of heart notes. Base notes, labdanum, civet, white musk, vanilla, and caramelized sugar. A few of those notes jump out at me. Notes that are typically used more in women's fragrance than in men's fragrance. Notes like marshmallow. Very few men's fragrances have marshmallow. I can't think of any masculine leaning fragrance that uses marshmallow. There are unisex fragrances that use marshmallow, and all Moudon fragrances are unisex. But more often than not, I find marshmallow leans feminine. Bergamot can go either way, neroli can go either way, iris can go either way, jasmine can go either way, orange blossom can go either way, though when it is the dominant note, it tends to lean feminine. Rose can go either way, though more often than not, to my nose, rose fragrances usually lean feminine. Honeysuckle. Honeysuckle is the note that more often than not, it's a feminine note. And here, it's pretty feminine as well. So not only is this an oriental, floral, ambery fragrance, but it also is a little bit gourmand. The marshmallow, the vanilla, the caramelized sugar. It makes my mouth water just thinking about it. But that gourmand edge with those floral notes, this is a feminine leaning fragrance. So ladies, I'm gonna be talking to you pretty much the rest of the video. This fragrance has a candied flower vibe. It smells like a bouquet of florals dipped in candy. Again, it's also pretty gourmand with the marshmallow, caramelized sugar, and of course vanilla. You also get a big heap of freshness with this fragrance with the honeysuckle, the orange blossom, and jasmine. And you also get a fair amount of cleanness from the iris note. There's a hint of an animalic muskiness that is kind of contrary to that cleanness. It's actually under the cleanness that kind of makes things interesting. That animalic muskiness gives it a little bit of sex appeal. There are both youthful elements in this fragrance, good for college girls, women in their early to mid, even late 20s, but there are also more mature elements to this fragrance, good for ladies in their 30s or 40s, 50s. Seductive is whimsical, kind of quirky, but also kind of trendy and posh and kind of sexy. Like I said before, all Moudon fragrances are unisex. Seductive, in my opinion, leans feminine. It's good for the fall, it's good for the winter, it's good for the spring, day or night. Really, anytime under 80 degrees or so, you can wear this fragrance comfortably. Despite the freshness and the cleanness from those floral notes, the sweetness in this fragrance I think would probably be pretty cloying in the super high heat. So does Seductive smell like anything else? Moudon now has 20 fragrances. And like any house with 20 plus fragrances, you're likely to find similarities to other popular fragrances. And Moudon is really no different. Some of Moudon fragrances are completely original, unique, beautiful works of art. And then on the other hand, you have beautiful works of art that can sometimes smell similar or kind of similar to other popular fragrances. Seductive is a fragrance that I think kind of smells like another fragrance. I believe with Seductive, you might find similarities to Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian. And certainly if you like Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian, I think you'll be impressed by this as well. It has a similar candied floral vibe with musk and caramel. I don't know Love Don't Be Shy well enough to get all the differences, but I do know it well enough to recognize those similarities. Like all Moudon fragrances, Seductive isn't a straight to parfum fragrance. Like most Moudon fragrances, this stuff leaps off the skin and it lasts a long time, and it carries in the air very well. It projects about arm's length. The projection lasts 2.5 to 3 hours, and I got 8 to 9 hours total longevity on my skin. So again, to the ladies, this is something that you very well might be interested in if you like sweet floral fragrances with a gourmand edge. It's truly a beautiful scent. Seductive, as well as the 8 other new Moudon fragrances, were sent to me by Moudon and Fragrance Lord for review, but these opinions are all mine. I do appreciate them sending them to me because I am a little bit of a fanboy. I don't love all 20 of them equally, but I do see a lot of value with these fragrances. They are well-crafted fragrances. And you can find all Moudon fragrances at fragrancelord.com. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here on YouTube. Come back and see me tomorrow.